Hey guys, today I want to talk with you guys about how to still have a successful Beachbody business and still work full time. I was asked to talk about this topic because I still currently work full time and still have had much success in my Beachbody business. So I currently am a full time foster care and adoption social worker. I work 5 days a week, and my hours are usually it varies. It could be 8 to 4:30, 8 to 5. Sometimes I go in a little early, but it ranges, in between those hours. And so, in that time, I have been able to successfully create another substantial bit of income with my Beachbody business and been able to create a team even with working full time. So, I want to share with you guys some of the things that I have done over time in still being consistent in my business and still being having other things in my life that go on, such as a full time job. So, in the time that I work, so like I said, I kind of gave you guys the hours that I work. Um, in the morning, I spend a little chunk of my time doing a little bit of the business and what that kind of looks like. I can give you guys a little bit of a picture. In the morning, I do my workout. I spend my time doing personal development. And in that chunk of time, I also check in with my challengers, check into my team page, and do a little bit of that. The majority of the time that I'm really working on my business is in the evening. But in the beginning, I really was only doing about an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most a day in my business. Of course, I was doing the vital behaviors. I was getting my workout in, sharing about it, sharing my journey on social media, um, inviting here and there. But I was only maybe doing it maybe an hour a day, maybe 2 hours at the most. During my lunch break, I often respond to messages. I check in with people that I'm doing follow ups. The weekends, I do a few hours here and there. And I just kind of make sure that I dedicate that 1 to 2 hours each and every day consistently. And that's where we have the power hours. So if you are working a full time job and, maybe you're not in a situation where you want to leave your full time job, you still are able to say to yourself, okay, I'm giving myself 1 hour every day to focus on those vital behaviors and that power hours. So that means that you're connecting with your challengers, you're sharing this opportunity with other people, you're sharing on social media. All of those things can be done in that allotted power hour time. Some of the other things I've done is I've set expectations for myself and kind of where I want to go. So maybe, you want to leave your full time job. So for me, that is something that I ideally want to do. I have been able to match my full time income. However, I am still not in the financial place that I want to be where I am comfortable enough to leave my full time job. So, like I said, ultimately that's the goal, but it's really important for you if you do want to leave that full-time job to set expectations. And so maybe it's sitting down with your family or your spouse and talking about what those expectations look like. So maybe it looks like you're not going to be getting the laundry done as often as possible. Maybe it means that you're going to have to talk with your spouse and say, these are the nights that I have my team calls and that I need to sit down and share with my team and provide them with valuable content and know that I'm not going to be available between this hour and this hour on these days. So it's really important to sit down and set those expectations with your spouse and with your family, and share with them why this is important to you. Um, Another thing that I have really done a good bit of is having a tracking system that really tracks the progress in my business. So, for many of us, it might be the business activity tracker where you're tracking to see where your invites are, where how many coaches you've added, how many connections you're making, and really looking at kind of the progress that you're making each and every week. I really feel that this provides you with a good tool to show where you're at and where you want to go with your goals. You want to make sure that you're aligning your goals with the tracking system that you're using. I also have some of my coaches who are really embedded in doing the work in the business to send me their business activity tracker so I can look at it and see where they're struggling, and where their strengths are in the business. So the business activity tracker is something that, even with my full-time job, I make sure that I really track my progress and see how I'm doing in those different areas. And finally, I believe that it's really important to set an income goal for yourself. So for me, like I said, that I am working full time, and my goal is to leave my full time job. So setting that income goal for yourself and for your family really gives you that idea of where you need to be in order to leave your job. And I may be talking to people that are watching this video that don't want to leave their full time job. And that's perfectly fine, but still setting those expectations and still setting those allotted business hours is really going to allow you to still see that momentum and growth in your business if you're looking to do this as, I want to say a hobby, but still being a business builder in this business. So making sure you're setting those business hours and sticking to them. That is so, so important. You can still build this business working a full-time job, but it also means that you're going to have to sacrifice some things. And, maybe that means you're going to have to sacrifice sleep. You're going to have to get up a little bit earlier in the morning before you go to your full-time job to get your workout in, to respond to those messages from the night before, to send out messages for the day. It may mean that you're going to have to sacrifice your favorite television show, because that time that when you get home from work, it's not that time to sit on the couch and watch TV. It's that time that you need to spend in building your business and moving forward, because that's your ultimate goal. It might mean that you're going to have to sacrifice social events, and saying no to things that, aren't aligning with your goals right now. And that's okay, because you're going to thank yourself down the road as your business moves forward and you're able to have a little bit more freedom in your life because you sacrificed those things today. So those are just some things that I have in regards to this topic. Like I said, I currently still work full time, but I have been able to create a schedule each and every day. I do also do a lot of work on the weekends with my business. So I've been able to really create this consistent schedule in my business that still allows me to work full time, but also still be successful in this business and continue to move forward each and every day. So feel free, if you are somebody that works full time and kind of wants to get an outline of kind of my power hour and what I do, I will also post in here kind of what my day looks like and how I balance my full-time job and my Beachbody business. So I hope that helps, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to post in the group or reach out to me in private message. All right, have a great day, guys. Talk to you later.